Welcome back to Crazy Bill's Garage, and look at what I got for you here today. A Motorcraft. Right off the manufacturer's floor. Well, I don't know that. FL-820S. So, it says it has a silicone valve. So we're going to be looking at this today. And here is the date code. It was probably manufactured in, well, it looks like 2024. And here is this very nice Motormaster. Oh my, I said Motorcraft. Motorcraft, Ford Motorcraft oil filter. And if you don't know, Purolator makes these. So yes, Motorcraft, and take a look at that. Why does that look funny? Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't look funny at all. It doesn't. Very nice filter. It looks like a very nice filter. Let's get a weight of this in ounces. 13.051 ounces. And I'm going to do it in grams also. Grams and 370.0 grams. Now that's something. So we see the weight. Let us take off this rubber. It's just your standard rubber seal. If it works, it works, right? We'll take a look at her here. Very slippery. What kind of paint they use on these things? It's very nice. I must admit, it's a nice paint. It's nice. It lasts the time that the filter is usually on the vehicle. So I just spent the last couple of minutes looking for where it says on here where the filter is made. And it says here, majority of content made in the USA. So a lot of it's made in the USA. So there you go. Not saying it's a USA made filter. I'm just saying it's majority of the content is. I think that's kind of funny. But let us get into this. And it is so humid out today. This is crazy. I'm filming this way ahead of when I'm putting this review out, and I would do it on the most humid day. Our air conditioning is out at work. They're coming later to fix that. It is so humid inside work here. This is insane. I have sweat dripping off of me everywhere. It rained a lot, so that made it even worse. And now they're calling for severe thunderstorms, which we probably won't see, so yeah, that's just the way it is in Manitoba, you know, Manitoba. Oh, let me get her open for you. Well, that didn't take very long. Just as soon as I shut the camera off, went and did a few things, came back, did a few turns, and she's already cracking like she was. Come on, there we go. She was already cut through, which is fine. There we go. Hopefully when you see this video, it won't be so humid. It's because I got a couple of days coming off, and I won't be at work, and I got other stuff to do. So I had to make a couple videos for you before I go and have a couple of days off. It's just the way it is. So let us take a look here. There's the base. It's pretty hefty base. It's got that weird in the corners here where it's not going all the way to the edge. Don't like that kind. But the base is 167.8. It's got 6 inlet holes, and oh, this thing don't have much threads on it. well, 3 threads at some points and 2 at another. So, wow, I'm not impressed by that. Okay, that was just a piece of dirt. But it is hefty. Silicone. Any drain bag valve with crap in it. Well, why is there crap in my... Oh, it's glue. Right, I forgot this was Purolator that makes these. Oh, well. That is 4.4. It's nice. It's nice enough. There we go. If you couldn't tell, it was a Purolator made filter. Just look for the glue. Oh, well, at least they put a lot of glue on it. Can you see all the glue? Wow. They make sure it's going to stay together. The thing is, though, they don't. That is a nice hefty spring, I must say. It's got some spring to it when it comes back. Canister is thin. I can't remember my last Motorcraft. Didn't call it Motormaster. Motorcraft review. So I can't remember if it was actually like this, or as bad as this, or I should have bought Motorcraft right from Ford there to see if they're the same build. Maybe I'll do that later. But 0.26 of a millimeter. Yeah, she's thin. 0.25 of a millimeter. 0.26. Wow, it's a pretty thin canister. And even with the sticker, the load-bearing sticker, it's only 0.34. So this is like almost pop can kind of. What happened? What happened? You guys were supposed to be good. What's going on? I liked Motorcraft. I did. I like Motorcraft. But what is going on? Now oh, look at this. Look at this sloppiness. Wow. I really did. I like Motorcraft. I like to use them in my Ford truck and my Ford Freestyle. I used to like using them, and then I took one apart that was made by Purolator, and that didn't happen again. The bypass valve, it's got some fancy stuff in there for bypassing, you know. I'm not too keen on that. I don't know. Is this one? This is an 820S. There's... Oh, what am I? There's a bypass valve right there. It's the heat. I'm sweating to death. I'm sorry. That's the second time in a row that I almost screwed up with a bypass valve on a new filter. It's the heat this time, though. I promise you. So, we have 49 pleats. 49 pleats on here to go along with all this glue sloppily placed on this thing everywhere. I was looking at this thing, and, you know, I'm looking at it, and it's straight, and you know the strange thing is? These things are so crooked. It was freaking me out when I was going around here counting these, because I was like, it's hot. And I'm obviously hallucinating somewhat now from heat law or from the heat. But yeah, it was just, for some reason I could see how not even it was. And it was like way off. But I digress. You know what? I don't even know what that word means. I hear it all the time. Anybody out there know what I digress means? I could look it up on Google. But I say it a lot. Well, that just popped off. But I digress. You know. Let's not cut in through the metal now. Let's Just do it right. You know, this stuff is just cellulose for sure. It cuts pretty easy. It's pretty easy to cut. There we go. This glue is always so weak to hold the metal pieces in. Just getting a better look here at that bypass here. Well, it's interesting. And it probably works very nicely. Oh well, there's the glue situation. When this glue heats up though, it peels away from the metal backings on these Purolator filters, which it's too bad it does that. This is definitely cellulose. I'm not saying it's bad. Cellulose is a good filtration material, especially when you have glue covering it. Well, let's see how thick we have this filtration. Well, 0.86 of a millimeter. So that's pretty thick stuff for cellulose. Comes a bird here. That would have held just fine, it looks like. And you know what? I am going to get a measurement out of this, and we'll see how much filtration we actually have. Oh, yeah. Well, let me get a weight on this filtration. Come on. 20.8 grams. That's not bad. That's not too bad. The length of it was 70 inches. No shocked face. I knew it was going to be a bit longer for filtration. It's a big filter. Or 178 centimeters. And 2¼ inch width, or 5½ centimeters. So isn't that something? Well, I guess I should, and probably, yeah. Let's take a look at this cellulose filtration. And there we go. You can pretty well tell that is cellulose by just the way it looks. It looks not too bad though. It looks like it's pretty good filtration. That's the side that meets the oil first. I'm going to show you the back side in a minute. And yeah, it is very finely woven in through there. It's pretty good thickness for a filtration. And it looks like, yeah, it'll do its job. And there's the back. It's pretty well, looks about the same if you notice. So yeah, it's just a little different color than the front side. And yeah, pretty well cellulose woven. And it looks just as good as any other. So there we are. The only thing left is I want to do a rip test. Well, feels like this just doesn't feel as strong as some of the other ones I've actually taken apart. The rip test probably doesn't tell you much. It just, it feels soft. It doesn't take much effort to rip it apart. So imagine when the filtration is wet. It may not take much effort to come apart. Now, would I use this? I wouldn't use this filter. No, I don't like the way this one's made. I don't like to use many Purolator filters anymore. I use the Boss. The Boss is still made well. Even the Purolator one is still made well. This one doesn't seem to be made that great. It's just I used to think of Ford Motorcraft filters as being on the higher end level of filters. This one is not on a higher end level of filters. It's pretty sloppy glued in there, and it's just not that great. Oh, did I mention it has louvers? And wow, this whole row here is closed. Oh no, there's I don't know. No, maybe they're open, just not very wide. Man, they're not punched very. Some of these are punched out really good, and some of these aren't. Like this row here is just not even punched out. Wow. Okay, let's stop looking at it. I'm going to find worse with it. Well, that's my job, though. But no, I wouldn't use this filter. I just don't like the Pure Leader made filters. It just doesn't feel like they put a lot of effort into putting them together. And I don't think this one's built in the US, but it's using United States products to put some of it together. It's probably built in Mexico, by the way. They don't want to say that now. But hey, whatever. There can be good filters coming out of Mexico too. So being politically correct there, right? But no, I wouldn't use this. And there's so many other better ones you can get than what they're giving now for this filter. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And hopefully the air conditioning will start working here again. And please leave a like.